So we're going to do some breathing, and then your mind is going to get quiet. And instead of faces on the screen, you're going to feel energy inside that connects us all. That's the exciting part. So open yourself to that possibility, that reality, that we all have a deep inner connection. We are all one. So now's our chance to explore that. All right. So take a moment to just relax. Close your eyes. And feel a deep, deep sense of relaxation. As you close your eyes, you put your hands in your lap and you pull your attention away from your devices, from your schedule, and just let your awareness, that is, that which you feel as energy, that which you perceive as thoughts floating through your mind, gently step back from the energy and the thoughts and allow yourself to just be aware. Just be aware. There's nothing you need to do, but simply observe and tune in deeply to the awareness that's watching thoughts and is feeling energy. This is the true identification, that which perceives and watches and witnesses and senses. When we are in the world, when we are of the world, we feel our thoughts and feel our energies and we identify with them. We think somehow by habit that that's who we are. So, this awareness that you have of watching your thoughts, witnessing them, resting with them, is how you come to peace with all the mind stuff, all the old stuff, all the energies. In this space, as you start to tune into your breath, you'll feel the energies move, you'll see the thoughts take form. But this incredible power of seeing thoughts and seeing energies and having space between consciousness, which you are, which you is your identity, and that space between this way you see the world and what's going on in your mind and your energy system. That separation is what creates freedom, is what gives you freedom. That's what we're going to do today, explore that space. So to get started, we're going to breathe together. Ancient Buddhist breathing technique. Breathing 4 counts in through the nose and 5 counts out through the mouth, with a deep sense of relaxation throughout the whole pattern. And again, as you witness the breath, identify with the witness, watching the breath, watching the mind, watching the energy, but identifying as the watcher, as the witness. So let's breathe together in through the nose, count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And release the breath out of the mouth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And breathe in through the nose. 1, 2, 3, 4. And release the breath out of the mouth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring the breath in through the nose. 1, 2, 3, 4. And release the breath out of the mouth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring the breath in through the nose. 1, 2, 3, 4. And release the breath out of the mouth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And keep the breath moving. Synchronize to your own heart rate, what's comfortable for you. But find a way to create this rhythmic pattern of breathing as your own. And from this place of witness that we talked about earlier, watch the breath. Witness yourself finding your own cadence, your own rhythm of breathing. Witness yourself feeling the breath filling your lungs, that sense of a satisfying full breath. Witness yourself relaxing as you release the breath. Witness yourself taking the next breath. Watch the mind try to create thoughts about the breath, about your general comfort, the temperature in the room, the way your body feels. Watch the thoughts. For some of us, getting quiet opens up a whole new level of being able to see discomfort in our energy system or our mind and just witness that. For some of us, we'll fall into a deep space of peace. Witness that. Every day is different. But this space of watching, as the breath moves in and out, your witness, your consciousness is aware of all of it. Consciousness perceives all, sees all. It's our responsibility to rest our awareness in the place of consciousness, to recognize consciousness as the truth of who we are. When life gets busy or stressful, we have a habit of feeling that we have to put all of our attention on that which is a threat. And the world can get very small because we take that attention and we put it on the most risky or dangerous or troubling or challenging aspect of our experience in that moment. We get lost in a moment on earth. And in that getting lost, our awareness falls into identification with that which is happening on earth. I'm inviting you for this moment to pull your awareness back from the happenings of life and moments on earth and take that awareness and put it deeper. Imagine if you could experience watching somebody go through life on earth. You could see their ups and downs. You could see the way their minds had to speed up or their energy systems found difficulty or happiness, joy, discomfort. But imagine just watching oneself from this place of witness. And you're still having the experiences, but there's this deep, resonant sense of being able to watch your human go through these events. And from that space, we can regulate our human. We don't get lost in what's going on earth. We don't get lost in our moods. We don't get lost in our energies. They're still there and they change and they go up and down. The events of the world are still happening. But what we have is the most powerful form of spiritual advancement: freedom. Freedom to live the life that we want to live. Freedom to do the things that we want to do. Freedom to experience God, the quantum field, consciousness, the way that we can make the most of this experience of life without getting lost, without getting sucked into the negativity or the power of the world, the ups and downs. Freedom is the ability to move through the world, to do the things of the world, to do the things that it takes to succeed in the world, and keep your peace, your deep inner peace. So focus on that peace right now. That's your true home. As the breath moves in and the breath moves out, your awareness can sink into even deeper states of peace. Let it fall. Let the mind get quieter. It's still going to say things. Let your awareness just sink a little deeper into the peaceful state of who you are, into true freedom. You are consciousness. You are will. You are this connection with infinite. The first time you saw yourself in the mirror as a small child, and the last time that you experienced the energy of being a human in this life before you pass to the next frame, that's consciousness. That solid through line of awareness, consciousness, identification is the truth of who you are. That sameness, that sense of watching a human go through being a little child and older and going through all the adventures of life, the learnings, the disappointments, the victories, watching all that happen. Watching how the energy is affected by life on the outside. Watching how our energy is a product of that which we were conditioned for and raised into. And from this place of depth and perception, from identification with consciousness, we have the power to use all the experiences of life for our benefit and have all the experiences of life be supportive. To see the fragility of humanness in this plane on this earth and be at peace with that, because we know that we are the energy underlying that human form. We are the energy of creation. We are the energy of the quantum field. We are the energy of consciousness that underlies all physics. We are just energy. And from that awareness of energy, consciousness is energy, and it can neither be created nor destroyed. The events, the happenings of this human life on earth are just a dream. What's real is who you are in this identification as energy. From this place of consciousness, conscious energy, non-judgmental awareness of what you're going through, you live in a state of peace. The witness watches the human. The human goes through life, and the witness watches it all. And there will be things to do, missions to achieve, tasks to perform, taxes to pay, all the things. But from the state of consciousness, from pure awareness, these are the engagements of life. And they don't dictate anything about your life, not the quality of your life, not the quality of you as a human being. There's no sense of being better than or worse than. You are consciousness. The world is not here to validate your existence. The world is here to help you grow. Your existence is valid. Who you are is a child of creation, whether you call that God or physics. But you are created to be here on this plane, engaging with life and other humans from this place of awareness, watching the consciousness, watching yourself move through the life on earth. You can be at peace. You can breathe, you can open, you can relax, you can do all of the techniques of maintaining peace and identifying with consciousness and allow the world to be what it is. As you identify from this deep inner place, it's easy to see that we really are all one, that we are all having a human experience on this planet. From the place of consciousness, you connect that everyone is their own place of consciousness, but combining all those elements of consciousness creates the oneness that we are. Consciousness is not a divided field of multiple elements. It's all one plane, one cloud of existence. And we identify with that plane. We identify with the reality of energy. And we witness the temporary nature of life on earth, the temporary nature of being a human in a body. We watch the body land, and it's about 1.5 feet long. And we watch the body grow, and we watch the body get older. We watch it gain and lose weight. We watch it get strong and then get weak. We watch the body go through all of its changes. And that's all the evidence we need of the temporal nature of being human. So as we go deeper into consciousness and deeper into awareness, we find the truth of who we are. We find the long chain of existence that we've been in as consciousness, as part of God, as part of this quantum field. The world was never without us, and the world will never be without us. Consciousness is energy that can neither be created nor destroyed. So, how we identify as this energy from this place by giving ourselves space to witness our moods, to witness the conditioning of being good enough or not being good enough, how we judge ourselves as humans. It's all we've ever known. How do we free ourselves from that? How do we open? How do we go deeper? We use the skills and the talents that we have at meditating, mantra, reflection, peace. Use all of the practices to remind ourselves of who we are, that we have the right to be at peace all the time. Life will provide emergencies. Life will provide reasons to be upset. Life will motivate us and give us an adventure, a drama. But as we relax deeper into self, deeper into consciousness, the truth of who we are, the core of our being, we can engage with the challenges of life in a non-threatening, non-fearful way. What if life was not about proving ourselves, but what if life was there to engage with, to enjoy? What if we looked at the world as our playground and every day as an adventure instead of every day being a challenge and some obstacle that needs to be overcome so that we can be good enough to be on this planet, to be with the people we're with, to be with the family we're with? Is that really the model of life on Earth? So go deeper. See the truth of who you are, the freedom that you get from awareness, the freedom that you find in identification with consciousness and not human, gives you the space and the awareness, the judgment to live life as an adventure and not a threat. To live life as a sport or a game and not some proving ground where maybe you're good enough and maybe you're not good enough. All of the religions have a teaching about how badly the higher power, God, whatever name you call him, wants to absorb all of the beings back into this higher plane of energy that is God, that is the quantum field consciousness. All spiritual practices are about being absorbed back into this space of consciousness awareness, returning home to the truth of who you are. It's inevitable that you will find this place. Through multiple lives, through your work, you will find your identification as consciousness. You will see the fallacy of the world, the reality of awareness, the unreality of the human existence, the temporal nature of being alive on this planet. So enjoy this life. Live in the deep freedom of identifying as energy, as awareness. Trust in the depth of who you are. Trust this place of consciousness. When it's time to meditate, sit fully in meditation until you find this space. The whole point of meditation is to be able to track yourself into this place of peace. This place of depth that gives you the space to see the world for what it is. Let the mind rest. Let the mind run. Let the mind do whatever it wants to do. But just keep bringing your awareness back to self, back to peace, back to the truth of who you are. Check in with your breath. Feel the breath moving in and out. Bring that awareness right to the breath. Allow that awareness to be more real than the mind, the moods, the melodrama of life on earth. Just focus on the breath. I promise you, if for some reason you were not allowed to breathe, your awareness would switch fully to the breath, and the reality of dependence on breath would overwhelm you. Let that be your guide. Breath, consciousness, awareness is the truth of who you are. Life itself is temporary. It's an adventure, and we all have our challenges. From the place of consciousness, you'll have superpowers in dealing with life. The truth of who you are is energy. As you tap into that, your energy moves. There's less fear, there's more freedom. And you become a shining star on earth, a giver and not a taker, somebody who provides energy to all situations and raises situations. As you identify with consciousness, you become an element, an agent of love. When you identify more as energy, then you are identifying with love. Find the peace in that. Be persistent in seeking that place of peace. Let your breath carry you there, and never give up. Never give up. I love you all. Have a beautiful day. Stay focused on the breath and consciousness. You're a powerful force for good, and you've been put on earth to love and to serve and to help. So go be powerful in that. Identify with that. Thank you.